Hello everyone and welcome back. Here we are at Netherhold. We're going with Firebug this time around. We're doing Bring the Heat for more damage, Ground Fire for more ground fire damage, and for crowd control because it reduces Zed movement speed. Zed Shrapnel because whenever you kill anything with a fire weapon, and from what I've experimented with anyways, it has a 30% chance to explode, damaging and stunning nearby Zeds, so it gets you more kills, and it is another crowd control. And then you have Heat Wave, which basically anything that is struck at point blank, you have a chance to stumble it, so like you can cancel animations if you are lucky enough, so that helps. This is actually a map that I used to enjoy a lot, and so did a lot of other players of this game. Back when I used to play it with other people for like fun. I mean, I'm still doing it for fun now. Like, I'm not saying this isn't fun, but like when I wasn't recording content for this game and I was just doing it on my own time, because you know it was just something that I like to do. Sorry, dang it! What am I doing? There we go.
I'll go on.
Alright. I'm about to get... Oh! Missed the puke. But, like, something that I feel like I had a controversial opinion about was the fact that, like, some players that on this map would utilize a glitch that would allow them to, like, get high up in the ranks. I mean, sorry, not ranks, the waves. So, like, example, if you come over here, okay, so we're coming over this way. Let me grab that, okay. So you come this way, you can, like, go down here if you want. There's, like, different ways you can get down here, right? But you come over here, and there's a little guy in there. Okay, shoot these, bars. Like the bars itself, and jump in. Now you're in this room, right? And if you come over here and you shoot or break this wall down, back then you could crouch like right here and the Zeds would run up to you and they'd not be able to hit you at all. Didn't matter what it was. Even if they would like be a siren, well, sirens could hit you through that, but like basically you would utilize that because Skrakes, flesh pounds, crawlers, clots, gore fasts, the other gore ones, the more like scary ones, those things like all show up and won't be able to do anything to you. And so like in terms of like, you know, damage output and what classes you needed to choose as a team, you had to be really coordinated with it. And like this was something that made a lot of people quit playing, and like I'm not bashing the company at all, right? Like they chose to do what they did to these people.
We're almost out of time.
And
Make your choices.
you know, that's fair. It's just my controversial opinion about it is that like maybe instead of like punishing people for it, recognize that there's like a group of people that are interested in this form of play style that, you know, they were doing, and like, you know, work off of it, grow from it, you know, because like games are meant to expand on ideas, you know, like see this right here in a map, like does it make sense? Well, yeah, given everything else, yeah, it does make sense, but inherently does it make sense? Like without any other context, does it? No, right?
Anything else to say? My eyes.
But basically, what I'm trying to say is that like, you know, there's different ways you can approach different situations.
Better watch my step. Not exactly
And
well
like, I feel like they could have probably expanded on or grew.
Stay out of my world.
I don't know. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. You know, like I kind of know how people work. I mean, I'm a human myself. You know, so at times I'm mainly goblin, but you know, like sometimes I'm a goob. You know, I'm a goblin. You know, other times I'm a human. So you know, I get how humans are, let alone gamers are, especially gamers, for sure. So, you know, like, it's just, I don't know.
I don't know.
Come see me. The pod's safely open. Nicely done.
Like, if I ran a
Need
game
medical
company,
attention.
like, if I owned a game company or something, right? And they're like, hey, so we got this group of people, they found a glitch in a map that's, like, allowing them to hit, like, waves, like, 120 and so on. Because after that, your game would end up crashing and you have to start over, right? However, people would spend, like, 3 hours, 4.5 hours. Sometimes the most I've seen was 6 hours doing this method, right? And they were just having conversations, building friendships and bonds and such. You know, like it
Unless you
wasn't
hate living,
necessarily
get some armor.
like, I mean, yeah, it was an exploit, right? Like they were exploiting something, part of the game, like a coding that, like a flaw in the coding or whatever.
Maintain the area's
But like,
security.
you know, me personally, I'm like looking at how much time people are spending on a game in the aspect of a business, right? In terms of making a game, I'm think about the players, right? Like, I'm pro, like, I'm actually anti DLC. I'm anti, like, you have to pay for in-game cosmetics. I think it all should be earned in-game. Like, because now it's like there's different levels, but I get it because you got to make money and you got to be able to fund your next projects and such. But like, you know, if you think about it, if you start off with like 14 people, split a paycheck 14 ways, and then just, you know, do that again and, you know, build a wealth upon that between 14 individuals instead of like 400 individuals now for a single game. Or it's like,
Fantastic work.
I don't know how much people usually on average it takes to make a game, but I know that like everyone's getting paid a pretty decent penny for it because they all went to college and they all have a piece of paper that says you have to pay me a big chunk of money to do this. Okay, so I'm almost done with the Spitfire damage.
More Zeds on the way. Start to wrap things up, as they say.
I don't know, like, that's what I mean, like, it's controversial, because I know, like, there's people out there that are going to be like, I don't agree with it, and there's other people that are like, you're dropping frames. But, like... Oh yeah, and it closes afterwards, see?
Hurry
Like
up.
that.
Zeds are getting closer.
But, you know, like, I just... I think that, like, video games have taken a turn to where, like, companies are now just like, how can we, like, market off of these people now? And that's, like, as an OG gamer, you know, as an OG gamer, it's kind of like, bittersweet because it's like I'm playing online with other people, because back then I didn't have that liberty. But like now all these people are like, you're not a worthy player to play with if you don't have like this skin or this emote or this cosmetic or wow, you don't have this many skins. But it's like skins shouldn't matter in that aspect, and it's kind of tarnished a bit of the image of gaming, I guess, because like a lot of people before COVID-19 weren't necessarily gaming, you know.
Pod is open again.
Like it was
Let's
nowhere
get you
near as
restocked.
large of something as it is now, as it was back then. If that makes sense.
Whatever that is.
Glad you made it back. Don't bleed on anything.
Oh, yeah.
So like, you know, when people are playing a game like this, right, which, mind you, Killing Floor 1 was liable to be modded and such, which, you
I'm
know,
about to shut the pod.
even on their servers, you open up the server list, boom, there's a bunch of private servers right there. You see the pretty colors and the text and all that good jazz. You know,
Keep
that
the
was
area
cool. That kept the
secure.
community tight-knit, and that kept people, you know, wanting to play the game, and that kept them playing. That kept people like me thinking about Killing Floor 1 and the, you know, private servers and the custom servers, basically,
I'd
that
give
I would
half my
partake
pay
in
for a cool
with, like,
breeze.
sentry turrets and stuff. That was the shit. Having sentry turrets, like,
Stay out of my
that
way.
was
Something's here.
really, really cool.
Might be close.
So, like, you know,
Now
to see
finish
like
the
a
job.
company
Allez.
that's like, now look, again, I'm not bashing on them, but they're not that large. Like, it's not that large of a company, right? Like, you put Tripwire, put Hard Suit Labs next to other competitors,
The area remains totally
and
secure.
they're in comparison,
Stay out of my world.
they're not that large. So, like, for companies that aren't that large or don't have as much of a player base as their competitors, which, you know, most people who call themselves gamers play Fortnite all day, or
Down.
Animal Crossing or something, right? Which is like, well, you can't discriminate on gamers and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, okay, the people that are flaunting, oh, I'm a gamer and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, what's your favorite game? Oh, well, I love Fortnite. It's like, okay, well, everyone plays Fortnite now. You know, like, I'm not trying to be a stickler in the mud, but everyone plays Fortnite, so what's a different game that you like? Because you can't call yourself a gamer and only have one favorite game.
Your work was flawless.
It's like saying you're a food critic and you only like mac and
Took some
cheese.
hits there. Patch
It
yourself up.
it doesn't work. It doesn't fit, you know, and your word is no longer credible to me. I mean, yeah, I'll sit there and I'll entertain the conversation and I'll continue it and hear what, you know, individuals got to say and stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm agreeing with you, you know?
We're
I
almost
mean,
out of time. Make your choices.
and I think that's kind of what happened with this whole door glitch thing here, which
That's just wrong.
it was kind of like, you know, disheartening because a lot of people that I was friends with on this game would, you know, do that glitch, and, you know, they'd be right here, and then all the team is like back here, and just wave after wave after wave, experience after experience, kills on kills on kills, all this stuff, filling up your vault with some dosh, you know, to get some more cosmetics,
Get back to work.
because at some point you stop getting the 500,000 like time and time again. At some point it just stops.
Keep coming. I can do this all day. Got anything else to say? It's unclosed.
So, like,
Suck on fire.
how do I
Where you
put
think
it?
you're going? Siren in the house. Ah! Hot enough? And stay out of my world.
I think that,
Come see me. The pod's safely open.
you know, again,
Nicely done.
like, maybe if
You're
the
staying in
company
one
was
piece.
like
That's great.
made like a
Yup.
mode or something that was somewhat relevant to the situation that people were partaking in right here, that got a lot of people's accounts suspended and you know, marked and banned, apparently, right? I'm saying this is apparently, like, I don't know if that actually happens, so don't take my word for it, or start saying that's a fact, because it is in fact not a fact. It's just what I've heard,
Somebody turned down
haven't
the heat.
confirmed it
Sheesh.
myself, right? So I'm being very clear on that.
That's good stuff.
However,
right
you
there.
know, from individuals that I've heard certain things from, you know, they've said that, you know, their
Zed, I'm
accounts
getting
got
close.
tagged and docked and such like that because they partook in it. However, their game time before was like,
Zeds on the scope.
it was like
Back to it,
100 something
vis-a-vis.
hours, and then after the whole thing, and then when they got docked and, you know, suspended and stuff like that, taxed, apparently, right, apparently so,
Roast
that
you
stuff
up.
happened. That's when they ended up quitting, but they had like around 400 to 500 hours at that point. So each of these people put in a gigaton of hours into this game, right? I think that's something that it shouldn't be punished, that should be rewarded. Because, like, you know, we're humans and life is so, like, short and fickle as we know it, right? And so if we're going to spend 500 hours on your game, which I'm not saying we as in I did that too, I'm just saying we as in, like, if, let's say, for example, I did do that, right? And let's say I put, like, 700 hours into the game.
Didn't know what hit it just now.
I'm not
Very nice
expecting a cookie. I'm not expecting a reward or a masseuse to show up at my house with a limousine taking me to a 5-star restaurant with fancy steaks and scallops and scallions and
Don't relax in here.
Bonjour. Come and get your
moose,
tools
whatever
of
that
trade.
is. No, it's just like, you know, recognize that these individuals spent a gigaton of their life on your game in comparison to other games that they've played. Now, I'm not talking about those anime girl Steam game players who play those games for like thousands of hours, right? Like, that's something different. That's a whole nother topic I won't even get
Pod's
into right
closed.
now.
Go make a difference.
However,
Not enough. Got anything else to say? Like fire? You won't like this. Siren in the house.
like, let's say I had a video game company, right?
Fire. Stay out of my world.
If I was running a video game company,
Come see me. The pod's safely open.
my first thought
Nicely done.
is every person that plays this game
Taking down a
starting
sprite
off
comes naturally to you, no?
gets starting bonuses, but it's even all around for a certain time frame, allowing a lot of people to join, maybe let's say for the first year. Then what I would do is after that year is
Won't be dipping
over,
my nachos in that,
okay,
I can tell you.
now let's go another tier. So I'd
We're
say
almost
second
out of
wave
time.
starter
Make your
bonuses.
choices.
So the people that were there for the first wave now get first wave bonuses and second wave bonuses. And it would basically reward people for playing longer. However, it wouldn't be like a battle pass system or a gacha system, right? It would just be like, okay, the amount of time that you've spent
Time's
on this
almost
game
up. Vite.
will increase the likelihood of certain events happening, of you getting rewards, certain income increases,
Time's up.
percentage
Go
increases,
kiss
etc.,
Zed.
etc. You know, and then there would be limited things, obviously, for people starting off in the game, and then the second wave of people starting in the game. I do a third wave, and that's it. So it'd be wave 1, 2, 3. If you didn't get there, you didn't have it, then sorry, that's a limited edition sort of deal. Then
Whatever that is,
for the time
Can't be
people are
good.
still spending in the game, if they're still spending it in the game. Now it's like, okay, thank you for spending time in the game. Let me open up questionnaires. What type of rewards would you guys like to see? Or what feels too slow in the game? What feels like, you know, is broken? What feels like it could be fixed? And collect as much data as possible, whether people are glitching out my game, whether they're hacking it or not, whether they're exploiting it or not. I'm just collecting data because I can still see that they're doing this stuff, right?
You won't like this.
So I just collect the data
It's grabbed me.
and then develop the game further with that data I collected in terms of like, I'm thinking of it in the eyes of, I'm not trying to monetize and capitalize off of characters by selling merch and selling skins and all this stuff. Like, no. Like, I would want to be like, okay, we're gonna
And stay out of my
take a
world.
different approach to this,
Zed's
and we're
incoming.
going to allow people to earn everything. People are going to be able to have an in-game market to where they can create their own currency, their own prices.
This'll
So it'd be
warm you up.
basically like an auction house.
Hot enough?
However, that would be regulated as well in terms of like, you know, if someone price gouges something extreme and, you know,
Got anything else to say?
I'd be playing my own game so I would know if it's expensive or not. And there wouldn't be any like power trip thing going on either because
Glad to see you made it.
that would obviously
Make for the pod.
make a really bad
Hero.
image on my character. So it's like, you know, in terms of business,
You
it's
know how
like,
to stay alive
ooh.
out there. A good instinct.
You know, like imagine like someone being like, "Oh, you wish you had what I had, huh? Ooh." It's like,
Like
ugh,
dropping
I don't want to
today.
be that guy. Ugh.
Have you checked your
Nor
ammo?
will I ever be that guy.
I think so.
I might be that goblin at some point though, but no. But really though, genuinely though, like what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, and bring awareness to, is the fact that like, you know, everything has a negative aspect to it, yes, but it also has a positive aspect to it as well. Because you
Hurry
can't
up.
have complete
Zed are getting
negative,
closer.
you can't have complete positive. You know, you can't enjoy a fresh, like sugary mango drink,
Break
right,
time's over.
on a summer
Get back to
afternoon
work. More
without,
Zeds inbound.
like, without your body recognizing how much sugar it just took in.
Cover those ears. Siren.
So like, yeah,
Something's
the
here.
drink was
Might be
good, but you
close.
just had like, you know, 8 cups of sugar.
Die. Don't like this. Yeah. Going crazy. Careful. Hot enough. No. Siren.
Like, imagine playing a game that you could technically earn everything
Looking
in it.
unsteady. And
Like,
stay
you
out of
just
my
had to
world.
put time and effort. Like, everything is workable towards and achievable, and you don't, and aren't barred behind the
Have a big battle
constrictions
coming
of
up.
having to have
This
a group
equipment is an
to earn
investment.
everything. Like, imagine that. Like, you could get into a group
Killing
to
a
earn
stray
stuff
is
as
never
well, but
easy,
imagine not
but
having
you did
to
it well.
do that. Like, imagine being able to raid by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having to get 24 other players, you could just do it by yourself.
Zeds love caves. A whole bunch of places for them to jump out from.
I don't know. I think differently, obviously. Like, a lot of other people aren't going to agree, and that's totally fine. Like, I'm not here to tell people how to think, you know. To each their own, that's what I say. However, in my own, I think that
Time's almost up. Vite.
you know, if you're gonna make a video game, it should be just you make it once, put it on a
Pod's
CD
closed.
and sell it.
Go make a difference.
Make it complete from the start. You know, this whole DLC stuff. All these like, you know, we're making a new patch for it. We're doing another patch for it.
I hope you cancel you if I still
Like-
smell you close by.
It's like, oh my god. And then, oh, more agreements. You want to use this game? You want to play this game? Well, you gotta agree to a whole list of, you know, poopy dookie.
Zed's just
So,
close.
This isn't fair.
let's see, let's try to... Oh no, oh no, 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 no.
This is a Borderlands
Okay.
2. The
that's
messenger
fine.
is about
Suck
to
on
die.
fire. Like fire?
Oh my god, I saw him too, how crazy. Oh my gosh. Come here, get your spanking. Come here, get your spanking, get spanked. Get spanked. That's right, spanking the patriarchy. But yeah, no, that's just a bit of word vomit. It's nothing against the company at all, right? Like, every company's got to do what they got to do, man. You know? It's just my 2 cents on it. My 2 cents on those situations that have happened quite some time in the past now. But they've happened. You know, it's an event in history. And I was there. So, yeah. With that being said and done, we have... Nightmare. Now we have Nightmare to go to. Very fun, very interesting, very colorful. So with that being said and done, thank y'all so much. Don't forget to drink some water and you know, take care of yourselves.